Hey everybody, I appreciate you coming back to the channel, checking up on some new updates. I have some information that I haven't found anywhere else. I just compiled it all together, make it real easy to use. I'm gonna try to put it in a description somehow where you could just print it off or download it, and that way you can have it, and it'll be a lot easier for you to use this information instead of having to compile it all for yourself. I haven't seen anywhere else. Before we get into that, I would like to discuss that the TheCryptoYou did come out and state that during the maintenance they were going to add keys. So we had speculated that that would happen, and here we are. It's happened. You know, players have a chance to win keys when defending the monsters in the player versus environment. With keys, you can loot chests for tokens, equipment, mounts, pets, etc. So that's going to be a big to do. You know, they could have just came back and just said, hey, look, player versus environment, we're started up, everything's good to go. But they went ahead and took the initiative to bring even more value back to their investors and say, hey, you know, we're incorporating keys already now. So, you know, there's that good information for everybody. You know, that's just one more thing to instill confidence and help drive price. You know, everyone cares about their investment, so that's a really good thing. The reason I made this video is because of this right here. I went ahead and I took the time to take a sheet and try to put all this information together in a comprehensive way where it all was very easily uh, easily read and easy to find information. The Wikipedia is out there; it explains everything. But I felt like if I went through it all, I put it all in a more comprehensive kind of sheet. I felt like I would learn more about the game, make a better investment decisions, and you know, I would be more informed. There was a lot of things that I learned along the way that I don't think anyone knows, and this is going to be a good, hopefully a good video for people that aren't aware of most of the stuff that's on here, because I don't think even most of the stuff people's aware of. So without further ado, here we go. You know, we got the leveling up. I went ahead and put that on the chart. You know, it's just nice to have, be able to look at while you're looking at everything else. And this is where we're getting to the real critical information here. I took all the information that they provided, and I wanted to take full-time workers, and I wanted to look at their advantage attributes and see how those advantage attributes played into player versus environment or player versus player. Even later on, it would be player versus player. So, you know, the Bitcoin holder, his advantage attribute is vitality. And his secondary one that is involved with his full time work is grit. And his disadvantage is stamina. That gives him a very high level of life and physical defense, but it don't have a good magical resistance. It's also not capable of traveling, working, or fighting a long period of time. They mentioned that in the Wikipedia page. I'm not sure how that's going to necessarily play into the game, but since they mentioned it, I wanted to go ahead and put it in here because I felt like obviously they know something that we don't, and I want to make the best use of the information that they have released and provide the most value to my viewers as I can. So I hope y'all appreciate that. I'm really trying to get y'all the most up to date and valuable information to you as easiest as I can. The hacker, an assassin, magical type damage, mentality, stamina, first and second, and disadvantage is grit, meaning that it's going to have a high level magic attack and medium magical resistance. It's also good for traveling, working, and for fighting for a long period of time, but it's going to have bad physical defense and not good for your front line. You're not going to want that on your front line. The altcoin collector, you know, one of the things I talked about in other videos that's very, very important that isn't covered in the Wikipedia is it's a healer and it's a magical type. So the primary attributes being stamina and grit, with the disadvantage of strength, meaning that it's a stamina and grit with the disadvantage of mentality. I'm sorry. High level magic resistance and medium level to block physical attacks, is capable of traveling, working, or fighting for a long period, but has a weak attack. But has a weak attack. Okay. The hardware miner is a mage. Magical. Grit, vitality as its two attributes. Strength is its disadvantage. And it's going to be a good frontline option for many teams. It has high physical defense and medium level life, but it don't have a very good physical attack. This is your typical tank style character that can take a lot of damage. If it's paired up with an altcoin collector or a shiller that can heal it, it may be a very good option for a team, uh, to last out some battles there. The DeFi farmer is an archer, physical, strength, and vitality. Uh, it don't have very good dexterity, meaning it's going to have a high physical damage in life, but it's likely to be damaged from a lack of dexterity. And another thing about dexterity is the likelihood of you um, being able to accurately hit somebody. So I'll go over that here in just a little bit. But dexterity is another thing that there is. You can add items, and this is something that someone may not know. You can add items later on, like additional magic resistance from the equipment, additional defense from equipment, additional attack from the equipment, additional attack, physical and magical attack. You can add additional health. But nowhere in the Wikipedia does it say that you're going to be able to add additional accuracy. So that may be one attribute that you should probably pay attention to, because later on you may be able to add some items to upgrade the other attributes. But as of right now, the Wikipedia says nothing about it. So you'd have to assume that there isn't going to be one. And also the altcoin collector um, don't have one for healing. So those are two attributes that should be um, not overlooked. And I think a lot of people haven't discussed that. And when they're spending a lot of money on their investments, it's something that uh, should be talked about and known. So I'm trying to give some good value there. Um, Scammer, he's an assassin, physical type, dexterity, stamina, vitality is the disadvantage. The scammer is likely to hit the target often and has medium magic resistance, but is also capable of traveling, working, fighting for a long period. Let's see if we can get over that further. But his life is low and capable of traveling, working. Okay. The spot trader, archer, physical, vitality, stamina, and his disadvantage is mentality. The spot trader will have high life and medium magical resistance, but weak as far as magical attacks. Um, Also capable of traveling, working, fighting for a long period. That, in a sense, that would make him strong, in my opinion, because if his attack is a physical attack, and his disadvantage is that he can't do a strong magic attack, I mean, I don't understand why that would be a problem. I mean, he's a physical attack character. You don't have to worry about his magic attack. The Futures Lover, a fighter, physical, strength and stamina advantage, and grit is the disadvantage. The uh, the Futures Lover is strong attacker and has good magical resistance, but is weak versus physical attacks. Is capable of traveling, working, fighting for a long period of time. We keep seeing that pop up, so I had to assume that there's going to be some point in this game that we may not know at this point, but it's going to be something that has to do with traveling and working and fighting for a long period. The Mage, Crypto OG, Mage, magical, grit, and dexterity is its primaries, where vitality is its disadvantage. The OG is good for strong physical defense and being hard to hit, but has low life. So when you do hit it, the crypto OG, it may only take a few hits to kill that character. Bonus hunter, assassin, physical, dexterity, vitality is his primary. Strength is the disadvantage. The hunter will likely hit his target and have a medium life, but won't do much damage because of his low strength. So that's something to think about. The hunter will constantly hit this target, but won't do a whole lot. We skipped the crypto baby. He's a mage, magical. His advantage is mentality and dexterity, and his disadvantage is stamina. The crypto baby will have a magic attack and be difficult to hit, but will be weak versus magical attacks. So if a hacker attacks a crypto baby in a player versus player, it's probably going to get crushed. The Shiller is a healer, magical. Stamina versus vitality is its primary attributes there, and dexterity is the disadvantage. The Shiller will have high magical resistance and life, but will be easy to hit, will also be capable of working, traveling, and fighting for a long period of time. I would say when we're looking at this chart, there's a lot of information as far as the Schiller being a disadvantage with dexterity and the DeFi farmer being a disadvantage with dexterity. Those two characters, that dexterity is going to determine their accuracy, and if you can increase dexterity, like you can increase those other attributes, those are already their disadvantage. So they're going to be even more disadvantaged later on if someone else, capitalizes on that. So down here, I went ahead and I put, see if I can make that a little bit smaller for everybody. I put in the formulas that they have on the Wikipedia page, so it'll be right here when you're looking at it. You don't have to flip a couple pages and go back and forth. Try to make it real simple. And then down here, I just tried to simplified version of it. Strength is your physical attack. Stamina is capable of traveling, working, fighting for a long period of time. Higher chance of blocking magic attacks. Vitality is life. Grit's physical defense. Mentality is magical damage. The magic. So it's just magical resistance. Okay. Some things I wanted to go over. I went ahead and took this further. I felt like this was probably pretty good content. Some people probably didn't know this. It's very simplified, so that way it'd be easy to look over when you're trying to develop a team and a strategy to develop a team. But I wanted to take it a little bit further from my viewers. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to work out some of these equations and see how this actually plays out. They give you equations, so I wanted to plug and chug these numbers and see what I could do to benefit my viewers. So you take someone that has an advantage dexterity. We talked about the dexterity issue. You take someone that has an advantage of dexterity, like a scammer, and he has, let's say, a 99 dexterity. And you take a DeFi farmer that has a disadvantage of a dexterity. And when you go look at those people on the marketplace, you'll find that a DeFi farmer may have 25 dexterity. When you plug that in, and you look at those formulas, that dexterity on the scammer, that 99 versus that 25, that's an 80% chance that character is going to get attacked. So, that it may be, if you're going to spend thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars, if you're going to spend $100, $50, it may be to your advantage to know this. Here's another thing. If they have 96, if a scammer has 96 dexterity and a DeFi farmer has 11, it's 100% chance every single time it attacks it's going to hit that DeFi farmer. So it don't even have to be 99, 96 is good enough. It starts creeping up over 100%, which means at at 96 it's guaranteed to hit. And I went ahead and looked at a different part of the equation. I was like, well, how does vitality affect how much life you have in this game? Um, so you got your DeFi farmer, um, let's say has vitality of 63 at level 1. That's 315 life. If that DeFi farmer is level 1, that 315 life is now 504 life. Well, how big of a difference is that? Well, the difference is if you had a DeFi farmer at 75 life, that same level 1 is 375. So your level plays a huge part in that life factor. So the higher the level, the way more life that you're going to have. The level 4 DeFi farmer with 75 is going to have 600. So that's pretty considerable jump when you're trying to capitalize on your investment. I'm trying to give people information um, that's going to help them make money. So if any of this helps you and you think that it's a benefit to you, like and subscribe. You know, help me help the community. Share this video to the people that that are in the community. Let them know that hey, you know, someone's out here doing the legwork, trying to benefit everybody. I hadn't seen it nowhere. I spent a few hours on it. I care about you. So let's just. I want to try to get the information out. If there's, I told people in the Discord if they had any questions. I was going to make another video, and I figured I'd check it out. Um, I want to give a shout out to uh, BBP for his videos and his help. I told him I'd shout him out, man. So, I appreciate everything you do. And let me see, Ralph. Um, Ralph, I appreciate you. Ralph is putting up a. He's creating to help me, giving me some help with an intro and a avatar here. So I'm not very good on the digital front. I just know that I'm very, very passionate about the game. I'm very passionate about BABYSWAP. I like helping people, and I think it's a really great community. A lot of people's helped me along the way. I've been really fortunate, did really well here. So, it's just been an amazing experience for me. Honestly, it's just been life changing. That's the only way I could describe it. The Let me see if there's any other questions. I told them. They said, how about a way to edit gas fees on MetaMask? They're saying they pay 5 to 10 cents per transaction. Others upwards of 50 cents. And I don't know if that can be done. That's I'll mention it just to say that it maybe the developers will see it, but I don't think it can be done. I don't really know about on that side. I don't know, man. Exactly what's the hesitation, I guess. Level 1 babies. Yes, level 1 babies can enter PVE. Alright, send me a message in private because I can't link it here. I want to show you that. Sure. Can you talk about the role of support in PVE battles, whether it really meant for healers, just healers really heal? Kevin, man, I would really love to know that. I got an amazing healer in my group, and it's level 99, not level 99, but a primary stat of 99. It's an altcoin collector, level 4, and I just can't wait to find out. Honestly, I wish I could get some answers for you. It's been something that's kind of been on my mind for sure. Uh, as soon as I find out, though, I'll make a video for you. Let me see what else. Uh, It's unrealistic. Okay. So, without further ado, people, I appreciate it. Appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you sharing. I appreciate taking the time out, and maybe this will help everybody. Um, it's some content that I ain't seen nowhere. Spend a lot of time on it. Peace out.